So it was a really great trip. I think as a team we got much better at the end than we did at the start. We had kind of a tough start on opening night, dropping a game big to Bentley, which is a rival of ours. And the whole kind of motto of the trip was don't take it for granted and work hard as a team and play like it's your last day as a Stonehill Skyhawk. And we had our ups and downs throughout the trip. We had a couple really big wins and a couple tough losses, but to finish the trip yesterday with a huge win over Caldwell, 14-2, was a great way to kind of end the trip and show that the team had come together and we're really ready to move forward to conference play as one group. It feels really good as obviously a rookie and a freshman. It's great to be noticed and to see a lot of hard work pay off, but I think it's shows the team as a whole. None of the games would be possible, and I don't think I would have won any honors without the team behind me. In the games that I pitched, we played full games as a team, and it was really some of our best team games, I thought, and that's why I was able to be so successful on the mound, especially in the Assumption game. Having the defense behind me play so well was a reason that we were able to win the game, stay in the game, and for me to be able to pitch as well as I ended up. In the AIC game, we put up a huge 7 spot in the bottom of the top of the third inning, which really kind of put some wind in our sails and allowed us as a team to take that momentum through the rest of the game, which helped obviously me on the mound having a big crooked number on the board so early in the game that I was able to just go out and focus on using my defense and using the rest of my team to get outs for the rest of the game once the offense took care of what they needed to. It was also really good after kind of a tough start against a really good Malloy team to have 2 really great outings and really great team wins as a whole, which I think is a great way to start our season and a great way for me to be able to kind of work my way into the starting rotation and stuff like that. So, this week it's all about getting back on the grind. Today we have a lift at 6 p.m. We just got back from our 6 a.m. flight today at about 11. And I think it's about carrying the momentum from yesterday's win into this weekend. We know St. Rose is a very good team. They beat a couple really good teams with some big scores this past week and the week before that. And I think coming together as one team and keeping the momentum that we finished the week with, bringing it into this weekend where we play our first home conference series is a really big deal and a really big focus of ours and the coaching staff. So working hard to come together and work as one to take on each conference game as it comes this weekend.
Just going down there, coming back from Myrtle week prior, already had a few games under our belt, so kind of the jitters weren't there at all. Being able to get back on the field was fine. Playing some really good in-conference teams and regional teams and even some Florida teams too. So really good competition throughout the 10 days. 11 games, 10 days. So it was a busy trip. A lot of baseball, but a lot of good games. I think we found some weaknesses in our lineup, pitching staff early on, which is good. So coming into conference play this weekend against St. Rose, that's I think that was really big, kind of figuring out our rotation, our lineup, and just getting a good feel, just swinging at the plate, pitchers on the mound, just getting comfortable as possible. Our staff is pretty big, and had a lot of younger guys come in, pitching some big games and throw some good games, as long as some returners, some upperclassmen, a lot of good performances by them. And I think just the whole trip as total, I think one of the bigger things too was just getting close with all the guys. Last year, not being able to go down to Florida was kind of big, just because once we started in-season play, that was the first time really playing games together for that year. So this trip is really big with that, just all the guys getting closer, knowing everyone's weaknesses, how to play with each other and stuff like that. So yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is that even though I really only played one season, I am still like an upperclassman on the team, so just trying to be a good like leader to these younger guys, and just we have such great competition and just within our team ourselves. Always like guys are always pushing each other. But yeah, my whole approach is just trying to be as relaxed as possible, really, and just playing baseball how I've been playing my entire life, which has been able to get me to this point. So I think it's been working pretty well. But yeah, just being as relaxed as possible, going up to the plate with a plan, and yeah, that's kind of it. Just trying to staying relaxed. Honestly, I've caught myself like getting all super uptight, worried about like super like just minuscule things, like beating myself up. So I think this year, just from the start, just been pretty comfortable. So it's been working out pretty well. I think the big thing is just working together, like pitchers doing their game, and then us as hitters and defensively just backing them up, getting them runs, making plays for them, and then pitchers like just throwing strikes and letting us make those plays. And when we put up some runs, like they'll go back out and have a shutdown inning so we can come right back in and put up some more runs, which in some games like the last game we played, that showed that very well. We had a great start. Starting pitcher did a great job. Relief guy came in, did a great job, and we put up a lot of runs for them. So they were nice and comfortable. So I think this conference, just playing together, playing our game the way we know how to play it, and I think we'll do pretty well.